Hi there, welcome to Diamond's Bridal Boutique. How are you doing today? Great, okay, I'm very glad to hear that. Of course, my name is Diamond. I'm going to be your consultant today, helping you out a little bit with picking colors, materials, whatever else you need for your wedding. Yeah, of course. So I know that this can be very stressful. This time is super stressful because you don't know what color you want to pick. You want to get the perfect color. You want to get what's in style. No worries. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to make this as painless as possible for you. We're going to find you some great colors. We're going to find you material for your gown, of course. And we're going to get you material for your bridesmaid dresses, okay? Alright, great. Now, how many bridesmaids are you going to have, including the maid of honor? Okay. Just taking notes because I want to make sure we don't miss anything, that's all. Do you have a color scheme so far for your wedding? Are you doing neutrals, a lot of color, glam? Sure, okay. Great. Have you decided what type of material you want to wear? If you're not sure, it's totally fine. I have a huge selection here that I've cut out. Not a couple, it's more than a couple, but just a bunch of pieces that we can look at for choosing fabric, so no worries if you haven't decided. Okay. Do you want to wear a veil? Are you interested in a veil? Great, okay. So I only asked because I also have quite a bit of materials for veils, so we can find something that you like with that as well, okay? Now, for the bridesmaid dresses, would you like to keep the same color, same style? Would you like to have one different, like one, and then you do like every other one different? Or you can do all the bridesmaids the same and the maid of honor can have a different color? Okay. Great. What is your budget? Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that sounds good. That sounds great. And now, what about for the bridesmaid dresses? What is your budget for that as well? Okay. Alright, great. So, we do have different sizing. Do you know the bridesmaid's dress sizes? Great, that's going to make it way easier. So we go from a 0 up to a 22 that we have in stock. If you need a larger size than that, we can always order it in a larger size. That's no issue whatsoever. We want everyone to feel have an equal opportunity to get the dresses, you know what I mean? So if you do need a larger size or someone on your bridal team needs a larger size, totally okay. So our adjustments can be made by half sizes as well. So what will have to happen is the person will need to come in and we will fit them, tailor to what they need. So we do have half sizes, but we unfortunately can't get it without completely redoing the dress. We can't get single size, so we can't get size 1, size 3. We do basically go by half, so you can get like 1.5. But if you do need to get more tailored, then of course we will do that for an extra cost. But we do have sizes for free, which is really unique. Yes, okay. So that is great. I'm glad you have the sizes for the bridesmaids. Just writing that down. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring out my little pack here with all of my cutlets of material. I think that you will be pleasantly surprised at the choices. We have quite a bit, like I said. There's quite a bit. So, I'm just going to be arranging these a little bit to make sure that we have everything in order. I want your selection for your gown to be on one side, and then these selections for the bridesmaid dresses on the other side. So I'm just going through right now and just taking these, folding them into one pile, and on the other side will be your selection. I am assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, but I am assuming that you are wanting to do a white and off-white and ivory, something along the white scheme for your dress. Is that correct? Okay. I just want to make sure because I don't want to separate the pile and then say you wanted a lime green dress and we have to take 4. So that's all. I just wanted to make sure. We have a lot of beautiful fabric I think you'll be very pleased with. And then I also have some fabric for your veil. So I believe I have either 2, possibly 3 different materials for a veil. So that is good. Okay, I think we're pretty good. So let's go ahead and start with you. Let's get some material color that you like, and then we can figure out the rest for the bridesmaid's dresses, okay? Alright, so this first color here is, I would call this an ivory, maybe like a vintage ivory, because it is a little bit on the yellower side. So you can see my nails are white, and it's a little bit more yellow than that color, but still very pretty. The material is sheer, as you can see. It's a little bit sheer, but the gown is layered, so it's going to be more so like this. So as you can see, you can't see through that. So this is nice. I've seen a lot of gowns ordered in this color, especially depending on skin tone. So you can see I'm pretty fair. This color isn't very complimentary to my skin tone, but someone who is more olive underneath might be very beautiful. It's up to you. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's not complimentary to your skin tone. If you like it, you like it. That's all there is to it. So that would be this one. I'll go ahead and set that to the side. Next we have a white color. Now because of the material, you will see some strings on the sides of some of these. Please don't mind that. That's just the example piece. So this is made from the same material as the last one, but this one is going to be much more white. So it is the same color as my nails. And then again, just like the last one, it will be layered about 3 or 4 times on the gown. So this is going to be the color that you'll get. It's not going to be transparent like this piece of fabric is. This is just an example piece to show you what you're looking at, how it feels if you want to take a feel, and you'll know whether you like the fabric or not. So that is this piece. Moving on, we have a satin material. Now, this is our most common piece of material that is ordered. So as you can tell, it is very beautiful. Very shiny. All around just a gorgeous piece of material. I myself do recommend this when a lot of brides come in and are not sure what kind of material they want. This is always a go-to, or they end up buying this because they just fall in love with it. And how could you not? It's so beautiful. So this is going to be another option for you. The only concern that a lot of brides have with this one is it does wrinkle kind of pretty easy. So you have to be careful when you're wearing it. Make sure that it is steamed before the wedding, and then just be careful as you're wearing it, because see how you can tell it is a little bit wrinkled. But if that doesn't bother you, then you would be okay. Okay, these are your materials for your veil. So it looks like there's about 3 of them. Okay, so here's another piece of the material that I just showed you. This one is a little bit more luxurious, only because it is a slight bit better quality. So you can go ahead and take a look there. It is just made a little bit differently, so the quality is better. It is much smoother, and this doesn't wrinkle as easy. I know there's wrinkles on it, but that is because of how I stored it. This one has great comments from brides that wear it. They say that it stayed perfectly straight the whole time. They have no issues during the wedding with it wrinkling, and it is also pretty dirt resistant. So if you're getting married outside, or if there's going to be a lot of dancing, people stepping on your dress, the worst. But the dirt really just rubs right off on this one, so that is great. So that's another option for you. Now I'm going to show you this color. Again, this is going to be like your ivory color. So it's not completely antique looking like the first one I showed you. I'll show you it again. There's quite a bit of color difference here. So here's the 2 next to each other. This one in my hand is going to be more of a on the whiter end, so not so antique looking like this piece, but this one is made from like wrinkle free material, so you will see a bit of wrinkles again because of how I stored it, but most brides have no issue whatsoever with it wrinkling on the day of the wedding. It's very soft material, beautiful for dresses. It really is. It's gorgeous. So that is another option for you. I promise with the bridesmaids dresses, they won't take so long to go through. We won't sit here and talk about each one for so long, but this is about you. So I want it to be special for you. I want you to find exactly what you're looking for. That's why I'm doing this. Now, really exciting piece of material here. We have this lace, and this is going to be either on the bottom of your gown. You can do the bottom, or you can get the whole thing covered in lace. What will be underneath is a material similar to this. So when you pair the 2 together, this is how it's going to look. And your whole dress will look just like this. In my opinion, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love when brides get lace dresses. So that is another great option for you. And then lastly, this is just going to show you what it would be like if you got the straight material on top and then the lace on the bottom. This is a little bit of a different type of lace here. When the material would be behind it, it's going to look like this. So right here, very pretty, but it's more of a bigger print lace, so it's not the fine detail. This has more open holes. So it is basically depends on preference if that's something that you like or not. That is completely up to you. That is all the material that I have for the actual gown itself. I have 3 pieces of material for veils. Would you like to take a look at them? Okay. So, a couple of choices here. I'll show you my absolute favorite, and I think you're gonna like it too. This one is going to be very good for if you're doing one of the antique colored dresses. So like this, if this were your material, do you see how beautiful these 2 go together? Unfortunately, I don't think it goes so good with this color because the gold stands out too much. If you like them together, that's okay. You can do that. This is just from my perspective. this doesn't look as great as the more antique color does with this dress or this veil. So this is an option, of course. It's very metallic and pretty. If you get more of a plain gown, not many details or lace or anything, this is going to be your wow factor, so you can keep that in mind. Then we have this piece here. So this will be much more sheer. There's little flower prints going down on the bottom. The top will be like this. It's going to be completely open. The designs will start in the middle and then down to the bottom. These can be ordered in any length that you wish. You can do short, longer, super long, totally up to you. This one looks pretty with more of the white colored gown, so like this, you pair the two together, and I think they look beautiful like that. Again, my opinion, if you want to mix and match, that is okay. Please don't feel like you have to do only the colors that I say, because this is just preference. This is my opinion. I'm just trying to help you, to make it easier for you, okay? So, pretty. The last one I feel like you are going to love. So, it is this right here. And as you can see, it's very like iridescent. Very beautiful. Let me put it behind white so you can see how it looks. Okay, so that's those together. Aren't they beautiful? It depends on what's around. Sometimes it picks up more of a hint of gold, more of a hint of silver, and other times I really love it. So, of course, as I'm sure you can imagine, this is the top pick for material for veils. It's just beautiful. It's simple, but it has a hint of dramatic at the same time. So, I had to show you that, and I really thought you would like it. Now, do you have one that you think speaks to you? Did you think any material was what you were looking for? I thought you were gonna like that. Okay, let's go ahead and write that down so that we can order a dress for you. What is your dress size? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to write down that material number. How about veil material? What were you thinking as far as the veils? Alright, great pick. Alright, good. I'm glad that we figured that out for you. Yeah, I hope that it feels like you've taken some stress off your shoulders. Now we can go ahead and pick a bridesmaid dress color. Again, if you want to do bridesmaid dresses one color, maid of honor another color, totally fine. Style for one, maybe strapless for bridesmaids, one with a strap for maid of honor. Doesn't matter, you can just let me know. So here we'll just start with the pile, and we'll just go in and look at some. So this pretty blue. This is again that satin material, so we gotta keep in mind that it does wrinkle. Here we have an orange color. This material is stretchy. So the good news is when you wear it, it doesn't look like a bodycon dress. It's not tacky. It looks very flattering on the body. So I do recommend, it's okay. You know, sometimes when people see the stretchy material, they automatically think, ooh, like, that's not gonna look good or it's gonna look tacky. It really doesn't. It's actually quite beautiful. Moving on, we have this red color. Sometimes in different lighting it shows up more of an orange, but it is red, as you can see. Beautiful color. Depending on your color scheme, if you're doing more of a neutral color wedding theme, You don't want to do red because like it's a little bit too much for a dress. But it depends, like I said, on your theme. So only you know what you have envisioned. So let's just keep going and you'll find one that speaks to you. I know you will. This again is that same material as the orange, but this purple is just gorgeous. Don't you think? I just love this purple. I think it is so beautiful. I really like that. Now, this one is for the daring. Black. It's not for everyone, so if this isn't something that you're interested in, that's okay. If it is something that you're interested in, that is okay too, because here it is, we have it. Now what's cool about this material is as you look, it has a little bit of like a ruffliness. It's not completely flat. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I do like that. And next we have a little bit of a lavender color here. Very, very pretty. Kind of like a pastel color. So neutral would look very pretty with that. A white theme wedding. Any other neutral colors. If you have a actual colored wedding, if you think that'd play in, totally fine too. Sticking with the purples, I guess, we have this, which I absolutely love. Look at the colors on that. You cannot tell me that that is not beautiful. Right? So, so pretty. They're just dabs of glitter. Love it. Let me dig through and find all the purple so we can just hit that in one. Here we have a little bit stretchy, but not too much stretch. This is going to be like a medium purple. Not as dark as the first one, not as light as the other two, but again, kind of like a medium in between. So pretty. I do like this. And then, let me see. We have this purple. Kind of the same color as the lilac or the pastel, but this one has a sparkle to it because it is satin. So here's the flat purple and here's the satin. It's a big difference, huh? It's crazy what a little bit of shine can do. Very pretty though, I do love it. Again though, a little bit wrinkly. So then I don't know if you, yeah, this is purple. This is really interesting. This is again that material that's a little bit see-through, but because it will be layered, it'll be much more purple like this. It won't be see-through, as you can tell. This is going to be one for a really fun time, fun kind of look. It is a little bit different than the usual, but that's okay. I think sometimes it's good to go away from the usual. I think that is all of the purples. Let me check. Yes, that looks like that's all of the purples. I have a couple different things left. So here are some yellows. Let me get the yellows. We'll just go by color, what I have here. Let's start with this one. I would call this like a mustard. Sometimes it looks a little bit different in different lightings, but it is like maybe the yellow American cheese. Kind of looks like that. Very, very soft fabric. Quite stretchy actually, but a very soft fabric. So, pretty. Then we have your satin, of course. We have satin in basically every color, so if you do like it, we can get it. This is going to be your pale yellow. Much, much paler than the one I just showed you. Remember, we have the wrinkling issue with the satin. If that's not something that bothers you, again, that's totally fine then. But I do like to remind people that it does wrinkle. And then we have the super fun neon yellow. Looks like a highlighter. No one will be missed wearing this. Colors like this, the very bright kind of loud colors, aren't for everyone. A lot of times a bride will like one thing or a color or style, she'll pick it out, and the bridesmaids hate it. So if you know a lot about what your bridesmaids like, you can kind of get a feel for if they would like something like this or not. Then we have, similar to the purple, we have this gold color. Again, this is going to be a very loud color, very kind of out there. If that's what you're going for, here it is. Kind of looks like tin foil, but a gold version, doesn't it? It is pretty. I have to say, I really do like it. I think it's a beautiful color. It just has to fit the right theme of the wedding. That's the only thing. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. Then we're going to have that same thing, but in silver. So it's the same as the gold, except a silver color, which very pretty again if it fits the theme or the venue. If it fits the theme or the venue. Okay, here we have something different. We have some plaid. Now, a lot of people do this for outdoor barn weddings. Very popular to do this. If you're doing an indoor or it's not really your style, then I would definitely opt out of this one. But it is cute. It's nice to look at. It's pretty, simple. Let's see. We have another quite extravagant piece here. Love it though. You can't tell me that you don't love this. It is so beautiful. So there's a lot of color here. You have your red, your blues, your greens, your browns, gold, everything right here in one. So I do like it. It is a little bit of that same material as the gold and the silver. But it is gorgeous. It's sparkly. It's pretty. That's all you have to say about it. Then we have this really pretty one. So this is black and gray, and as you can see, there are little bits of sparkles on here, which I think make it stand out. Makes it not so simple. It just makes it look pretty. I do like these a lot for that reason. I just think it's simple, cute, pretty, fun. You know, however you want to say it. Then we have this really cool piece. It kind of reminds me of a disco ball because it's just a bunch of different colors however you look at it. This has the black undertone. I'll show you here. It's like black underneath, and then you have blues, pinks, purple, gold for the sequins. Really pretty. That's a showstopper. Now I just have two pieces left. So we have this salmon color. One side's like salmon, and the other side is more of a soft pink, kind of like the color of my shirt actually. It's like identical. So the material can be ordered in either one, either the darker salmon color or the baby pink. Either color is completely orderable, so you have an option for either of those. And then the last piece here, oops, if I can get it, is going to be this beautiful print. It is black and it has some gold in it. And then you're gonna have a flower design, some like stone looking designs, just really pretty, very soft material. And it's just nice. It's a cute look. It'll be good for a dress. So, I know that was a lot to take in because it is so much material. I mean, look at it. We just went through all of those. It is a lot. But did you have any that really spoke to you, that you really liked? A couple? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and write those down that you liked. Alright. What else? Any of the other ones? Okay, did you like that in the flat color or the satin color? Okay. Right. Were those the only ones anymore? Okay. So how about this? Would you like to, we can order your dress, but would you like to have your bridesmaids just stop in? You don't have to make an appointment for it, you can just stop in. We can pull the colors, kind of figure out what they like as well, and then we can get their dresses ordered. Perfect, yeah, let's do that. So, okay, I think we figured everything out. We have your dress, your veil, and a couple ideas for the bridesmaid gowns. Do you have any other questions for me? Okay, well, then I think we are good. Again, stop in anytime. We will be here and we can just pull the samples. I'll put them on file for you on your chart here. This is kind of like your portfolio, your chart as far as like sizing, colors. So that's why we call it a chart. And then, yeah, you're good. So just stop in, we'll pull that, show your bridesmaids, see what they think, if they like them. Hopefully they do, so we don't have any dilemmas. We'll just get those ordered in their sizes, okay? Alright, thanks so much. I'm so glad that I could help you today. Alright, I'll see you in a few days, hopefully. Okay, bye-bye.